You on back and I'm black.
History being made.
You know what, guys? That was the start that Freak and his team wanted in the first half. I mean, they didn't run away with the game, but they're in a really good spot to capture the title.
These first 5 minutes in the second half are going to be huge. They know their opponent is going to come out strong and try to even things up. But if they can keep their cool, they'll be on their way, I think, to the title.
Stokes, he's in at center. Ellis is out there with Edwards. Then there's Doherty, and it's Ford in at the power forward. And for the Badgers, we've got Hawkins. He's out there with Hill. Decker is out there with Kaminsky. And it's Evans in at the 4 spot.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Pass to Doherty. He dishes it to Stokes. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
Here's Hawkins. Wyatt so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Peyton drives in. Richmond with the defensive effort.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
To the inside. And Freak throws it down.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jacket.
Zaya, why do you keep going at the ball? Why do you keep hitting on bunny, bro? Zaya, why do you keep hitting on bunny?
Longhorns leading by 14. Stokes in at center. Edwards is out there with Ellis. Then there's Doherty, and it's Ford in at the 4 slot. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second play. Here's the Badgers with the ball. Hawkins kicks to Evans. That's tipped.
I hate this shit.
And here's Edwards. Over to the wing. Doherty dishes to Ford. The 10-footer. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. And Texas leads by 16. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Longhorns.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've got down in transition. And with this lead, it looks like they'll hold on for the title. A special moment for everyone on the team. And really, what a year it's been for their star, Freak.
Yeah, very impressive considering everybody pinned their hopes on him to lead the team at the start of the season. And he hasn't disappointed. For all the hype that surrounded him, he lived up to all of it.
It's tipped. Ford with the steal. Here's Edwards. Ellis outside. Edwards passes to Stokes, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Longhorns.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And the shot is good.
What do you do with that guy? With his handles, he abuses defenders.
Now Texas with it. They're on a 14-4 run. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Now, here's Decker. And it's Evans in the corner. Shoots from 12. And that's good for 2.
And they're on the kind of run that could have made a difference had it just started a little earlier.
Yeah, but I think the only reason they're on this run is because the defense has relaxed a little bit, knowing the game is basically in the bag.
Here's Stokes. Can't connect. So we see Texas get the win here. Such a special moment for these kids. Oh,
they get it, Bert. Look. Stop. Please. Okay. Hello?
Hey, Mike B.
Hey.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft.
Don't tell me Tim getting drafted too? You gonna tell me that soon? Look at this one.
With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from the Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor from Duke University. With the fourth pick in the NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia. With the fifth pick in the NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia. With the sixth pick in the NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Willie Cauley-Stein from the University of Kentucky. With the seventh pick in the NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select Emmanuel Mudiay from Dallas, Texas. With the eighth pick in the NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons select Stanley Johnson. With the ninth pick in the NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select the 19-year-old center from the University of Texas.
Really? Well, I can't go tell. Oh, we want to go to the Knicks. No matter what I do, it means a difference. I'm really true to you. If I leave alone inside, we fix again. And we're gonna do.
Let's do this, young man. Yes, sir.
I don't want to go to the Charlotte Hornets. They're trash.
We met working at the...
Hey, I got one question, right? Can y'all clean y'all stuff up? What? Anyway, the 71 here is gonna go to that night. Nothing.
Do I love you? Yeah.
Let me get some badges.
Where's your phone real quick? Let me see my phone real quick. I'm gonna get.
Somebody calling you?
Yes.
Yo, friend, look what happened when the game got sloppy. Introducing
Hold on. What's that?
the horses are big. The 10-gallon tracks. The hood cowboys with the 10-gallon rocks. Rapping ACG boots and baseball caps. I agree, this ain't a simulation of the doo-doo. This is the shot said to get used to. Gangstar foundation to treat. We branched off, shine. I just waited our chance to blast off. Year rounds in possession.
Big brother named Kyrie.
NYGs, I'm making diamonds out of pressure. My pipes are intact. Don't believe me, exit. Point it back to the track. These recordings be important and responsible for drama. Like Sarah Palin, Joe McCain, and no bomb.
I'm not clicking you.
Now we don't got nothing.
Look. You wanna fight? Go get boom bun. And I'll get nothing. Who are you? Yes.
Anxiously waiting, and the streets paper chasing, pre-testing our patience. Now stop the presses. Listen up, this is not a lecture. More like a message with a flow that's as hot as peppers. Pop the only way you can stop this villain. I'm sick with it, could with a moxicillin. I've been the illest, this ill kid, Operation Red. Though I never contemplated that. Now that's a rap, turn your pages to 03. Chapter NYGs, pants is my code D. No, I'm your theme, homie, picture me solo. See what happened to Tony, what he did to Manolo. Here go that New York Giant, back on it again. Seen with Wolverines and he wasn't from Michigan. Y'all not listening, y'all can hear a lyrical street. The Carter's Rogers. Raps don't work, find us in Tennessee. Looking for bucks, and if they still NYG. Practice freedom of speech and refuse to hold back. Very important match to get. What you say? NYG. Practice freedom of speech and refuse to hold back. What you say?
Open the book. Lie. Okay, let me show you.
NY Free.
I don't care because I'm ripping this thing out. I don't care.
All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82.
Stop, Zion.
Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
My first NBA game. Can't believe it's finally here. You work your entire life for something, and then when it's right in front of you, it's almost hard to believe. But I'm ready.
Oh, yeah?
Now it's time for me to show everybody I belong.
Oh, yeah?
And do my best to represent Harlem.
Look at my mind. Why you throw my key? I get my key. Give it to me. Zaya, stop playing. What I say? What I say? Okay, give me my key. I bet you're not my best friend anymore then.
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Stoudemire's checked in. And a moment happening right now, folks, and the fulfillment of a lifelong dream, a special individual taking to the hardwood as we'll get to watch the first official NBA appearance from Stokes.
Yeah, and whether he has friends and family in the crowd tonight or watching at home, I know a lot of people are proud of this young man. He's worked so hard to achieve this goal.
Yeah, and the future's bright for him, Greg. Not just tonight and not just this season, but for years to come.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. MKG and Zeller at the forward duo. Kemba Walker is out there with the 2. And it's Stokes in at the 5, roaming the paint. Catching up on the changes with Miami. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Bosch. And Winslow subbed in for... And that's the very first basket right there, folks, of what is hopefully a very long and a very prosperous career from Stokes.
You know, and there we have it, the first taste of this young man's scoring prowess, showing he can handle NBA defense.
That's exactly right. I mean, it's the NBA that's going to have to show it can handle him, not the other way around. He's ready.
Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Walker. Out to Wade. 6 to shoot. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
You know, and for Cody Zeller, after that promising rookie campaign, he just did not tear it up in year 2. In fact, his production only improved slightly, but that was mostly due to the increase in playing time. Talented guy, no doubt, just still trying to find his way in the league.
Dragic against Land. Outside Dragic. Can't hit from the elbow.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
You know, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for them early on.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Boy, they've yet to string many stops together.
It just seems like they're a step slow today.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Right now we're going to go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. What'd you find out, Doris?
He said he certainly followed the rise of Jeremy Lin into a prime-time point guard in this league. And he told me we need to try to limit his penetration. That's where he's most effective. Slashing and with the drive and kick. Guys, Lin has certainly been working to improve his outside shot, but sometimes you have to pick your poison, and they'll live with him shooting from outside. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Wade kicks to Winslow. Johnson to screen. Here's Dragic. Again, the Heat good for 2.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Stokes, and again the Hornets missing. The Heat trail by 8. Rejected by Stokes, and they get it back. That's good. And that's now 6 points for Amari Stoudemire. Lin kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Picked by Zeller. To the middle, here's Stokes. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Well, with Freak Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
Hey, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
Richardson, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. Richardson, good.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
To the wing right side, and stolen by Richardson. Johnson at the elbow. Right wing. Passes it to Richardson. Heat moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist. Charlotte leading by 6. Freak sets a screen for Lamb. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's 2 unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnover.
And one thing you can't do is string together those kinds of possessions. It can snowball in a hurry.
Here's Stoudemire. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet. Now just a 4-point Hornets lead. Picked by Zeller. Lin kicks to Stokes. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Stokes has got 9. And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid in anything when it comes to basketball.
And there's the 3-second violation.
Oh, it ain't me.
Dragic against Lynn.
Oh.
Stoudemire outside with 2 seconds left, and he dunks it down.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing.
Well, earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA. You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective for most rookies, do you?
You really don't.
The new group in for the Heat. Amari Stoudemire. He's checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Chris Bosh. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Luol Deng. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Richardson. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Stokes is checked in for Jefferson. Cody Zeller comes in for Marvin Williams. Lamb is checked in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Walker. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Johnson is out there with Winslow. And it's Stoudemire in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Stokes can't get it to go.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, impressive effort from both on the backboard.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period. Well, we know until last season the Heat had been the kings of the Southeast Division. They won 4 straight division titles, but all of that changed last season.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Lynn against Dragic. He kicks it to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Freak. Lynn with it. Now guarded by Dragic. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Let's take a look at some numbers for Lynn. Last season's performance for him averaged about 11 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
Winslow's shot is off. The Heat struggled in their own division last year, ended up 3rd in the group, but went a measly 6-10 in conference play.
And listen, they knew it was going to be difficult without LeBron, and especially with the injuries they faced. The Heat still have the most division titles among the Southeast teams with 7. They need to work hard, though, to add to that mark in coming years.
Dragic dishes the Wade. The Heat need to get a shot off. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And it was a very public falling out between Goran Dragic and the Suns front office. That was a real tense few weeks there before ultimately he was traded.
And, of course, Dragic was traded to Miami last season, said he felt betrayed by the Suns front office, which spurred him wanting out of Phoenix and to South Florida.
Yeah, you know what? We'll never know the whole truth about that situation, but Dragic said they told him one thing with personnel and did something else.
Lynn kicks to Stokes, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
A look here at last year in the NBA where the Hornets ranked. 1st in fewest turnovers per game. 7th in blocks. And they were in the top 10 in opponents' points per game.
And I want to go back to that turnover ranking. Best in the NBA. That's a huge stat to look at when you talk about their ability to execute and the decision making. They don't beat themselves. And that's a big reason why they won as much as they did. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Kid Gilchrist the pass to Stokes. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
1:30 left to play here in the second quarter. And it's Stoudemire with the jam. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Pass to Johnson. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Stoudemire, the screen. Dragic kicks to Stoudemire. Tries yet again. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Stoudemire having a good one. 12 points, and they've got to be happy with his work on the glass, too.
They really do. He is not giving up any ground in the paint, and when the ball goes up, you know he's going to be there to fight for it.
Amari Stoudemire, with the change of scenery last season, was bought out by the Knicks, signed with the Mavs midway through the season.
That was the best thing to happen to Stoudemire, in my opinion, Kevin. He got to play playoff basketball again, and we know that wasn't going to happen in New York.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Count the bucket. Johnson's got it all tied up now for the Heat.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Lynn, that's a 2-pointer. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. It's the Heat. They lead by 1.
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
I'm just trying to let the game come to me.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and so it's Miami winning this one. Even
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move. Dwayne Wade. He came out of the locker room at halftime and was immediately on fire. That third quarter was his, and he did not. And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson.
Don't eat. Banana. I am about to get off.